Okay, so here I want to model how we want you to engage with the reading. Sometimes we'll have some stuff that you haven't read before. We're using W3 Schools, this like public resource, because we want you to see CS105 as the start of your learning. And there's a lot of resources online to learn programming and other computer science stuff. Okay, so as we learned in the previous page, you didn't do that, but there are just different ways we can run Python. And the key piece on this page is about Python indentation. So here, it's going to give you a bunch of example code. And you can try it yourself. What this does is this will open it up in a new page, the little W3 Schools editor. That's not the main one we're going to use in this class. And so I think it's easiest to use the main one from the class. If you come here, we put it just at the top, just a Jupyter Lab workspace. So Jupyter Lab is the thing we're going to use in this class to write code. Okay, so I clicked on that link, and then that's going to take me here where I can click on this workspace Jupyter notebook. That, again, I have to click one more step. I click workspace, and this can take a long time. But luckily, once we open it, we're good to go. So I'm going to click here on Python 3. That's what we're using. And then I can paste the code that they provided in here. And then I can run it, and it says 5 is greater than 2. And the way I run that is by hitting Shift-Enter or that little play button in the menu bar up there. One thing we pay attention to in Python is it's doing some syntax highlighting. So it's making that if green, the numbers are green, the greater than sign is purple, the print is red, and red actually usually means something is wrong. If I add a space here, however, my code still ran, it executed this function print and printed out the text that was in between the quotes. Oh, sorry, in between the parentheses. Here, actually, Jupyter Notebook is just trying to help us. So actually, if I go back and then hit enter right there, it'll give me the right amount of spacing. And this is what I want to see, is that print being green. Okay, so the big picture is I want to try out the things that it shows me. So here, Python will give you an error if you skip the indentation. So I can go back to my example. I'll make this bigger for us, and I'll click on that to minimize the left-hand side file folder structure. So if I try and run the same code, but I delete that indentation, I'm going to get an error. Errors are super normal. They're just part of the process, and it tries to tell me, oh, indentation error, expected an indented block. Okay, so that's what they're trying to show me on that piece. The number of spaces is up to me, but it has to be consistent. Most people use 4. I always just use the default in Jupyter Notebook. It'll provide that for me. And if it's inconsistent, it'll give me an error. So I can try this one too. And I can put it in a new block here. Oh, look, it's interesting that one is green and the other one is not. Oop. Yeah, so here what it said on the page is that if the indentation is inconsistent, it'll freak out and give me an error. And maybe it's a little confusing, like, I thought it was saying that it was going to give me an error if I had inconsistent indentation. Let me go back and look at the reading to figure out what's happening. So here, it sounds like we can use the number of spaces is up to me. And then the next piece says, you have to use the same number of spaces in the same block of code. Oh, okay, so here, what we want you to do is be thinking, so like maybe this is a block of code and this is a block of code and those can be different. Let's try that other example that they provide. So I'll copy this one and I'll paste it in a new code block. I'll give myself print here to get rid of that red. Okay, and now I expect it to error because these two things have to be in the same indentation level. Let's see if that happens. Okay, yes, we do get that, again, unexpected indentation or this indentation error. The previous one said expected an indented block because I didn't have any indentation. And here it was also an indentation error, but it said unexpected indent. And it told me exactly what line it was on. So it was on line 3, and that says print 5 is greater than 2. I can also view line numbers, which makes it a little easier to see. So line 3, okay, that's this one. Let me go back to the reading. Okay, that's the last piece of it. So it's just introducing this idea of indentation. But if you just read it, you might miss things, right? Like maybe, like we looked at, maybe we expected that to have an error, but it didn't. And so the extent to which I try it, I'm really going to deepen my understanding. And again, you can use the Try It editor from W3 Schools, but I think it's going to be more consistent and more intuitive for you if you get used to working with the Prairie Learn workspace. This is a Jupyter notebook.